Welcome all. Today we are going to discuss about the Jacobi iteration method, which is required to solve the simultaneous equations. Jacobi iteration method is also known as the method of simultaneous displacements. Let us consider the system of linear equations as a11x1 plus a12x2 plus a13x3 is equal to b1. Second equation as a21x1 plus a22x2 plus a23x3 is equal to b2. Third equation as a31x1 plus a32x2 plus a33x3 is equal to b3. Suppose these are the three simultaneous equations of which x1, x2 and x3 values we are supposed to calculate. Here we assume that the coefficients a11, a22, a33 are the largest coefficients of the respective equations, so that the a11 mod value is greater than a12 plus a13, the mod value of a22 greater than a21 plus a23, the mod value of a33 greater than a31 plus a32. The Jacobi iteration method is applicable only if the above condition is satisfied. Now we can write x1 is equal to 1 upon a11 in bracket b1 minus a12 x2 minus a13 x3. We have just separated the x1 values. Similarly, we can separate the value of x2 as x2 is equal to a1 upon a22 in bracket b2 minus a21 x1 minus a23 x3. Similarly, we can extract the value of x3 as 1 upon a33 in bracket b3 minus a31 x1 minus a32 x2. Let's the initial approximations as a0 x1 initial approximations as x1 0, then x2 0 and x3 0 respectively. For the first iteration, the x11 value is 1 upon a11 in bracket b1 minus a12 x02 minus a13 x30. Similarly, we can calculate x21 as 1 upon a22 in bracket b2 minus a21 x10 minus a23 x30. Similarly, we can find the value of x31 as 1 upon a33 in bracket b3 minus a31 x10 minus a32 x20. Here we have just separated the value of x11, x21 and x31, and we have put the respective value of first initial approximations. For the second iteration, the improvement is obtained as x12 is equal to 1 upon a11 in bracket b1 minus a12 x21 minus a13 x31. Similarly, x22 will be 1 upon a22 in bracket b2 minus a21 x11 minus a23 x31. Similarly, you can find the value of x32 as 1 upon a33 in bracket b3 minus a31 x11 minus a32 x21. Now let us solve the example by the Jacobi method. The equations are 15x plus 3y minus 2z is equal to 85, first equation. Second equation, 2x plus 10y plus z is equal to 51, second equation. Third equation, x minus 2y plus 8z is equal to 5. Here we have to check the diagonal elements which should be greater than the summation of the respective other elements. 15x is greater than 3 plus 5, 3 plus 2, 5. 10 is greater than 2 plus 1, 3. And 8 is greater than 1 plus 2, 3. So that's why we can solve this equation by the Jacobi iteration method. In the above solution, we can check 15 greater than 3 mod value of minus 2, 10 greater than 2 plus 1, and 8 greater than 1 minus 2 mod value. So that's why we can use here Jacobi iteration method. Now xv is equal to 1 upon a1 d1 minus b1y minus c1z. Here we have replaced the respective value of a1, d1, b1, c1. So you can get 1 upon 15 in bracket 85 minus 3y plus 2z. Here we have separated the value of x from the first equation. Now for the second equation, we can separate the value of y as y is equal to 1 upon b2 in bracket d2 minus a2x minus c2z. Put the respective value of b1, b2, d2, a2, c2. You will get 1 upon 10 in bracket 51 minus 2x minus z. For the third equation, we have to extract the value of z. The value of z is extracted as 1 upon c3 in bracket d3 minus a3x minus b3y. Put the respective value of c3, d3, a3 and b3. You will get 1 upon 8 in bracket 5 minus x plus 2y. These are the equations we have extracted from the first, second and third equation respectively. Now for the iteration 1, let us assume the first initial approximations as x0 is equal to y0 is equal to z0 as a 0. So for the first iteration, x1 is equal to d1 upon a1. So that's why it will be 85 upon 15. Indirectly it will be 17 by 3. For the second equation, it will be d2 by b2, which is equivalent to 51 by 10. For the third equation, it will be d3 upon c3, it will be 5 upon 8. Here the remaining terms are missing because the initial value of x0, y0 and z0 are 0. For iteration 2, x2 will be 1 upon a1 in bracket d1 minus b1 y1 minus c1 z1. Put the respective values of previous iteration here. We can get 1 upon 15 in bracket 85 minus 3 into 51 upon 10 minus 2 into 5 by 8. Here we have taken the respective value of y1 and z1 from the previous equation. So it will become to x2 is equal to 4.73. Now we will use x2 value in the next iteration. y2 is 1 upon b2 in bracket d2 minus a2 x1 minus c2 z1. Hence 1 upon 10 in bracket 51 minus 2 into 17 by 3 minus 1 into 5 by 8. Here we have taken the value of y2 as 3.904. For the z2 of second iteration, 1 upon c3 in bracket d3 minus a3 x1 minus b3 y1. Here put the respective value of x1 and y1, you will get 1 upon 8 5 minus 1 into 17 by 3 minus 2 into 51 upon 10, which is equal to 1.192. Hence z2 is equal to 1.192. For the iteration 3, x3 will be, here we have to put the respective value of x2, y2 and z2 of previous iteration in this case. So that's why x3 is equal to 1 upon 15 85 minus 3 into 3.904 plus 2 into 1.192, which is equivalent to 5.045. Now y3 is equal to 1 upon 10 51 minus 2 into 4.73 minus 1 into 1.192 is equivalent to 4.035. Z3 value is 1 upon 8 5 minus 1 into 4.173 plus 2 into 3.904 is equal to 1.010. Now take the respective value of iteration 3 in iteration 4. So iteration 4, x4 is equal to 1 upon 15 85 minus 3 into 4.035 plus 2 into 1.010, which is equivalent to x4 is equal to 4.994. y4 is equal to 1 by 10 51 minus 2 into 5.045 minus 1 into 1.010, which is equivalent to 3.99. z4 is equal to 1 by 8 in bracket 5 minus 1 into 5.045 plus 2 into 4.035, which is equivalent to 1.003. As you can see, we are coming to near 5, 4 and 1. Iteration 5, x5 is equal to 1 upon 15 85 minus 3 into 3.99, which we have taken from the previous iteration, plus 2 into 1.003, which we have taken from the previous iteration, which is equivalent to 5.002. y5 is equal to 1 by 10 51 minus 2 into 4.994 minus 1 into 1.003, which is equivalent to 4.001. z5 is equal to 1 by 8 in bracket 5 minus 1 into 4.994 plus 2 into 3.99, which is equivalent to 0.998. All these values we have to take from the first iteration. Now sixth iteration, x6 is equal to 1 upon 15, 85 minus 3 into 4.001 plus 2 into 0.998, which is equivalent to 5. y6 1 by 10, 51 minus 2 into 5.002 minus 1 into 0.998. All these values we have to take from the previous iteration, which is equivalent to 4. z6 1 upon 8, 5 minus 1 into 5.002 plus 2 into 4.001, which is equivalent to 1. Seventh iteration, x7 is equal to 1 upon 15, 85 minus 3 into 4 plus 2 into 1, which is equivalent to 5. y7 1 upon 10, 51 minus 2 into 5 minus 1 into 1, which is equivalent to 4. z7 1 upon 8, 5 minus 1 into 5 plus 2 into 4, which is equivalent to 4. As you can see, the value of x6 is equal to x7 is equal to 5. The value of y6 is equal to y7 is equal to 4. The value of z6 is equal to z7 is equal to 1. Here we are getting the constant answers. That's why we can say the value of x is equal to 5, value of y is equal to 4, and value of z is equal to 1, because we are getting the same converging answers. So this is the Jacobi iteration method. Thank you.